Hello, awesome art students. This is Michael Tonis here to draw a 3D word with you, and the word we're going to draw is the word yes. We're going to do Y-E-S. And we're going to do this in sort of a loose block letter. So let's start here with the Y. I'm going to go ahead and start up high here and draw a line. And then I'm going to cut in down like that and cut up. And then I'm going to cut across and come down, and I'll come down about the same height over here. Again, this is a loose block letter, so let's see, let's finish off somewhere around here. And then we'll close that up. Alright, a big Y. So let's do our angled 3D effect. We want to keep these coming at the same angle. Something like that. You can move this up a little bit. And then we're going to do parallel edges here. Here we want to do parallel. Like that. And stay parallel to this. And same here. Just like that. Now, something we're going to do here is we're going to let the E slip out from behind here. So I'm going to start with a long line coming right out of the back of the Y. We're going to let it tuck in here, maybe come out about to here. And this is going to be the limit of the letter right here. And I'm going to match that on the bottom as well. So do something similar to the top there. And now I've got a notch in. I'm going to keep this thickness here about, something similar. Maybe similar to this. Come out. I'm going to keep that gap about the same as that. So maybe go right there. A little line right there. And do that. And now, before I do the 3D effect on the E, let's go ahead and shade this one in. This is a really easy set of letters to do. Nice word, positive word. Go ahead and shade that. We're keeping this tighter down here. Make this darker. What we can do is make this a little darker by coming in again. Thing would be that the light is coming down, some of it's bouncing around in there, but this is more angled away from the light. So we'll go in here and make that a little darker. Just something like that. Make this a little stronger. Just by going over our lines. In fact, it's kind of fun to just kind of double them up a bit. Give it a little beveled edge look. Alright, so now the bottom of the E is going to have that same kick out there for 3D effect. Same thing there. It's going to come here, and it will come imaginary here, and then we've got to just figure, well, how deep is that going to go as we come down to this one and connect. And then we connect over like that, and now we can start filling those in. Great word. Yes, love to hear that word. Sometimes we have to hear the opposite. We have to hear no. But this is a fun word to give to somebody. I drew this fairly large, so it's taking me a long time to shade in these sides. Obviously a smaller version of this would go more quickly. But maybe it's going too quickly for you, and then I just encourage you to pause the video. And we'll do this even closer down here to make this darker. Yeah, you can pause the video and catch up after each letter. And you see this sort of bevel edge effect that we did there. I'm going to come around here and just going to draw another line for just inside this other one. I'm not going to worry about it being perfect. I'm going to pick up the pen when I need to move my hand. If I need that line stronger, I'm just going to go back over it. There we go. Y, E, and now for the last letter, an S. We're going to have that come out behind here. So we're going to start with, well, a couple of things we can do is we can figure out, you know, where is it going to come to. Thinking maybe right here, and we can draw that little line right there that is the end of the S. And we know it's going to come about that high, and we can just start drawing curves, just sweep out like that. And now here we're going to try to match a thickness here, and we've got a certain thickness here, so this is not going to be a very big inside part. Thinking maybe something right in there, and like that. And then this sweeps out like this. Okay, so about there we're going to have another piece that comes out of the E, and we've got to, I'll just kind of carefully work this. Let's see, just again trying to match the thickness. Just trying to keep these two lines same distance apart. And here it's going to turn. And this is the tricky part. I'm going to come down from this one, loop around to that, come down from this one. See, I need to have that come down to about here. Something like that right there. Pretty good S. Okay, so don't worry if yours is a little wonky. It just takes a lot of practice with these S's. Go ahead and do that. And it's going to do something like that right there. So around here, we're just going to match that thickness again. Let's say come through here, and it's going to do something like that right there. And down here, we need to come off of this edge, gently curve a little bit, and come here with this thickness. Maybe a little thicker. Do something like that. Nice thing is, we're going to come in here and shade that in. And if we need to adjust it, we will. Right here, shade that in. And this cuts through back there somewhere, so that would be hidden. Alright, and now I'm going to draw one more time inside here, just to give it that little beveled look. And I will confess, this is tricky. One reason I like to pick up the pen and drop it back down with a couple of gaps is just so I can move my hand. Because drawing long continuous curves is very difficult. Okay, what happens here? Let's do that right there. And there we have an awesome looking yes. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. I hope that you will go to our channel and that you will seek out the other word designs that we have in 3D letters, that you will subscribe to our channel if you like, and get the early announcements on our videos that are coming out. Thanks so much for watching, and have fun drawing.